Right, so a content marketing driven business understands that their customers are living in a bubble of trust and they need to earn the right to get into that bubble of trust. They think from a very holistic, big picture perspective, and they understand that they've got to tap into a real need that the human being at the other end wants. They understand this is about making your customers' lives better. It's really, it's not complicated. The number one place you should always start with this content is to answer your customers' questions. Whatever the questions, answer them. It's a really great place to start. A lot of brands push out what they want to say, where they want to say it. They've got to engage with their customers where they are and create content that's so good your customers can't resist you. And if you can get this right, if you can really get it right, they'll buy from you. And like, I stand here as a person who says this works. It really, really works. I know it works. And then of course you've got to measure. You've got to prove your success. You've got to refine it. Keep moving with the times. Things are constantly changing at lightning speed. Always be disrupting it. But the one thing that's required is patience. And it's the hardest thing to get in business today. Because to be successful at content marketing, you've got to be hungry. And it's about being obsessed about your customer and helping them with whatever it is they need to be helped with, right? Content shock is when there's no intent behind the content. You're just producing content because you have to, because somebody told you had to do it, right? And you've got to do it 5 days a week. The intent behind it's got to be really, really compelling and powerful. Customers are moving in real time, so a sense of urgency. So if you're putting together spreadsheets with tweets that need to be approved and you can't publish them for a week, that's not going to work. You've got to have the guts to make mistakes, right, and get in trouble for it if you have to. And if you're not doing this, if you don't want to get out of bed every day and go to work and solve your customers' problems and be really super passionate, then the content really speaks to that. And that's, to me, where content shock comes. We're too focused on executing and we're not focused on really solving the customer problem. When it really, really works, you've got a very powerful chief content officer in control, and they don't need the title, they're just that person. And they bow to no person. And it doesn't matter who it is in the organisation, they'll tell them to stick it if they need to tell them to stick it. And behind that person is a great team, an amazing team who just are so excited to come to work and do what they do. You get this group together, you change the world with people with that sort of commitment and passion. And then behind that is the whole company behind you, a vortex of energy that comes in behind you. And that's how it really works. Everybody is committed to the strategy because the strategy is all about solving the customer problems. Your processes have been put in place and they're simplified, not complicated, because a lot of them are very, very complicated. And what we're talking about here is true collaboration.